Normal for head to drop in the backswing. Typically, I would say no. Typically, I do not like to see the head drop. It's something I have to work on personally. Um, so here are the big reasons why. If your head does drop, here's a lot of the reasons why. One of the big reasons are we get this knee working too internal. That would be one, because now when the hip collapses and I turn, that's going to sink my height right there. So that's one of the big things. When the knee moves too far in, or we move too linear with our trail side right here, it's actually just our pelvis just moving linear like this. That's going to get the head to drop. Other reasons why I see the head drop are setup. When somebody gets too much this direction, sometimes they'll try and go from here and point their shoulder down, and because of where the pelvis is, if the shoulder goes down, they don't have access to bend from their rib cage, their whole entire body's going to move down. So that's one of the reasons why I'd say I see people's heads drop down. Now, if we talk about the head, which is super, super, super important, if you are a player who struggles with over the top, I can almost guarantee you one of the very first moves that you do is either A, your head moves this direction, or B, your eyes move this way and you work into extension. So when I see a player whose eyes move this way, so they take their visual field and they shift it this direction, they get this rolling inside like this, they can't see the ball, and then to try and refine the ball, this just keeps moving, and then they end up coming over the top. Or another reason, if they go this direction and they tilt in front of the golf ball, so if I do it like this, if I tilt this direction and then I turn and I get too far in front of the ball, now when my arms come down, I'm too far in front of it. I'm going to have to try and back up. And as I back up, I'm going to be pulling across it. So a lot of times, head dropping a lot in the backswing, that can actually be a cause of over the top. So what I would do, so what I've got right here, this is ironic, I actually have this. I've got a thing of tape. So what I want you to do is get into your setup and put this right on top of your head. And I want you to feel like your eyes stay parallel to the ground for as long as possible while you're making a turn here. Now, once we complete our turn, just so you all understand this, once the turn is completed, I can keep my eyes level to about right here, to about 3/4 of the way back. So if you watch my visual field here, I can keep my eyes level to about right there. Now, as I complete my turn, my visual field is going to shift a little bit, but I'm going to be very patient, and I'm just going to slowly get it back to center. I'm going to keep it on center to impact, and then my trail eye is just going to follow it down the target line. So if I did it from right here, here's my eyes. I'm turning, keeping my eyes level to here. That's about as far as I can go. Now my visual field is going to shift a little bit where it's tilted this way. Now as I separate, my eyes will be working back parallel, level to the ground, or where my golf ball is. And then I'll be turning, hitting. And then from here, my trail eye is just going to follow, but I'm never going to have it try and leave or cross what my start line is. So if you are someone who struggles with a lot of head movement, get like a thing of tape, and all I'm going to have you do is put it on your head like this and actually see how far back can you swing it while keeping it there. And then actually try and hit a shot to where it doesn't fall off until after impact. So it'd be here. So mine fell off right there. So I know that time my eyes stayed pretty level. They stayed parallel to the ground. And here's the reason why this is important. So if your eyes are not parallel to the ground, okay, now there are a lot of good ball strikers who look early, and I've also taught that as well myself. But if let's say you're a beginning golfer, or you're anywhere from a 10 to a 30 handicap, I would put a lot of importance on not keeping your eyes at impact forever, but getting them from here back to level and keeping them level till impact, and then just slowly letting your trail eye follow the golf ball. Because here's the thing, if I take my eyes and I go like this, you know how weird this is to try and swing this club straight back? Like it feels so awkward, it's insane. And then what we end up losing is we lose the ability sometimes to control low point, unless you're that player who's already trained what this is, what level is, and they're able to slowly get their eyes moving towards impact early, like a David Duval or an Annika. If you're not that, though, practice. Take this, take a thing of tape, throw it on top of your head right here so that you have awareness of what it's like to keep your eyes more level to the ground. Because if I shift this way, you can see how easy that falls off. Okay, so this is going to make you, one, it's also going to help you stay centered so that you don't have any abrupt movements in the backswing like this, okay? So you're actually always working on just slowly increasing your energy levels and your output. So I'd be here, and then I would hit.